Mr. Lynch lives will be alive forever. Good morning. It's possible. It's simply, or 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 simply, David. Yes, David, not David, Lynch. It's February 10th, 2025, and it's a Monday. Today, I would like to wish a very happy 58th birthday to the great, first of all, the great actress and beautiful Laura Dern. Yes, he together with Karen McLachlan, so in few days it will be his birthday. In 2 Sundays, in 2 Saturdays, next month, Saturday in the other. Clear, matte, so gravis in the sky, no? Questo è la chiesa in the sky, and not see in general, so and solamente nearly after practically 14 and 13, 6 and 16 and this means this is nearly color che si diverso, quello si passage faccio di te che più senza stare a posto per secondo, ma se la persona non rimembra che poi cosa poi facciamo io se poi lì hanno ciò per si vedere sì a te su si è sempre un po' che te vedo giunto facciamo io si aspetta che io tratta famiglia di si dove ti operation pratica non so for avuto un spring esame infatti come ne spring giù questo esame GT8 sono quasi ti cambia as riguardo da qui se te resta per me questa figura sì una figura da so di copia per te poi si it's cold it's winter so in particolare the last weeks it's really good at the same time text to a meter e follow it's a mia sobetta tu puoi spiegare a meter si meter ti sei un off meter sta cercando di these 2 points spread is meter these 2 points are quello shower si front fit o era il tecnico si possono ma te questi 2 points sono mia service for gold and for this affiliate less than you not also considering another aspect pratica consistency in case in general the fact that the relazione pasties anteriormente alla rasa winter or first porta pinta e this is so consider few aspects effect that for the gold 3 points come to say with this 2 points and the case in general for me the temperature is good we can see also condition situation things are good and non forse per people previous best stations charge per me at least ora che ti scegliete per esempio tengo per lasciare impulso clothing e clothing as posso che bit impossible generali people do molto sciappa si vedono che si penso nel stiano fatto tutto dire non che si sentono se si fuori che se essa fatto capire di good fa cambio fine insomma finito vai ieri è no finché tra Chinese. What a beautiful society, so that's yes, with until now, si ne pide, pazienza, e da uno per now live in the world, since coming from 40, so more, yes, 40, fai in comparison con una anche su, con quelli che cresciuti. Penso al 2 years, and in fact, the civilian quits with the good resources to logo they have the it is obtained much inside since 2 years. And also with this big interest, also enemy, also l'importanza di situazione già. La sfiga di cresciuta è splendente, tantissimo, generalissimo, non solo amici che si mettono in senza lasciato, non solo amici che si possono già lasciato. And finally, also some diseases you may from the American. Getting the people for the person as living in the water. Also, my brother and sister, also myself, also whiskies, and finally, I hope you all get to breakfast. Today it's really late, and very late also for us, and fantasy late for us. It's very important that the family benefit the day and I part and another few times where the reason I but very important the role of the important is far away in some way, as far away from the actual so and the having a kind of I started with the season, but today is for 2 years. So se fai la terapia così devo in 14 and 13 Matt, really important thing to show its name is it is me also today fortunately it is so and that's not what to say. E che fa? Ci sono mossi, che si fa? Absolutely, that's what it's fit, shots particular say two things or 2 points as regarding the milk totally consider coffee later to some shock effect so in that a short fragment video and as regarding the series in particular recommend the palm considers there is super there are things that decisions will sources that tutto buono, le cose differenti dai, perché meglio detto non lo so, non è per me, sì.